Well, tomorrow's election day across Arkansas. 2023 has been considered an off year, but there are still plenty of local down ballot races that could make a big impact.
4029's Robert Suhr live in Fayetteville, where one of those races will be. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Brandon, good evening to you. We are here live at the Genesis Church of Fayetteville along MLK Boulevard. I'm going to step out of the way and show you, they are all set up. They are ready for tomorrow. They brought the machines in here just a couple of hours ago. And the big race in this area, this church is one of 3 locations that you can vote on the Fayetteville City Council race, more specifically the Ward 1 race, where there are 4 candidates all vying for your vote. It's the final countdown to Election Day in Fayetteville for the all-important Ward 1 seat. This year's election is necessary after former council member Sonia Harvey resigned earlier this year after, among other reasons, not being able to find an affordable place to live within her own district. Ward 1 is the largest of the 4 districts in Fayetteville based on area and population, which is why it's going to be a hotly contested race. Real estate attorney Katie Sager tells 4029 she's most concerned about education issues within her district.
I really feel that we need to make a priority our children's safety in their schools and the safety in the community. That does go along a little bit with the homeless issue, and it is a big priority for me as well.
Also running for the seat is David Phillips, a Fayetteville resident for nearly 2 decades, and says his past experience working in city government makes him the right person to fill the seat.
I've been a city employee at a nearby city for quite some time, involved with not only court work, but also planning municipal affairs of government. So I understand the tools of government. Advocacy is not just about repeating other people's requests. It's about getting a result. I think I'm more capable of getting a result.
Robert Bob Stafford has served on the Fayetteville Arts Council for the past 5 years and says this race wouldn't even be happening if not for a huge affordable housing crisis in the city.
When you're teachers, when you're nurses, when you're firefighters and police officers and artists and when your workforce, people with good jobs can't afford to live in the city that they work in, that's the definition of a housing crisis. And I've seen this happen in other places. And so if we want Fayetteville to be affordable, we have to be a little bit smarter and a little bit more proactive in how we're building Fayetteville.
Also on the ballot is retired aerospace engineer Robert Smith, who says his advantage is not being from Fayetteville. So he has the outsider's perspective.
I traveled all over the world for Honeywell Aerospace through different cultures where English is not the primary language. And I had retired from Honeywell Aerospace when I was in a role of director of program management. Had a lot of responsibilities, but also it required a lot of skills. And I believe those skills can be applied in this role to help the city continue to move forward.
Now, guys, early voting in the area did wrap up earlier today, but if you would still like to vote the more traditional way on Election Day, that's the way I actually prefer to vote, you can do so at your local polling place or here at the Genesis Church in Fayetteville. Most polling locations, they're open 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the evening. We'll have more on this race coming up on our news at 6 o'clock. Live in Fayetteville, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.